Elias. Everyone in the village knew the name. It whispered from home to home, carried on the breeze, synonymous with quality, with artistry. He was a carpenter, yes, but more than that. He was an artisan, a craftsman of the highest order. His hands, calloused and strong, shaped wood into pieces of enduring beauty. Elias's workshop, nestled at the edge of the village, was a sanctuary. The air hung thick with the scent of sawdust and varnish, a comforting aroma that spoke of creation and dedication. The tools, old and worn, were extensions of his own being, each dent and scratch a testament to countless hours spent in their company. It was in this workshop that Elias poured his heart and soul into his craft. Every curve, every joint, every detail was imbued with a quiet passion, a testament to his unwavering commitment to excellence. His furniture, sought after by collectors and common folk alike, graced homes far and wide, each piece a testament to his skill and artistry. But beneath the surface, hidden from the casual observer, lay a deep well of sorrow. Elias, the master craftsman, the artist of wood, carried a secret burden, a pain that ran deeper than any chisel could reach. It was a pain etched into the very fabric of his being, a constant companion that cast a long shadow over his days. He ran his hand along the smooth surface of the table, the wood cool and comforting beneath his touch. Oak. Clara had loved oak, its strength, its resilience, its timeless beauty. It had mirrored her spirit, he thought, a poignant reminder of the love they had shared. Each piece he crafted held a memory, a whisper of her presence. The delicate curve of a chair back, the intricate carving on a headboard, the smooth finish of a tabletop, all bore witness to their shared love, a love that transcended even death itself. In the quiet solitude of his workshop, surrounded by the tools and materials of his trade, Elias found a measure of solace. The rhythmic rasp of the plane, the satisfying thud of the hammer, the gentle whir of the lathe. These were the sounds of his grief, a symphony of sorrow played out in wood and sweat. But even as he worked, his mind would wander, drawn back to a time when his heart was whole, when laughter filled his days, and love lit up his world. The memories, bittersweet but cherished, were a lifeline, a reminder of the happiness they had shared. 2 years, 2 long years since Clara had been taken from him. It felt like a lifetime, an eternity of emptiness and longing. The pain, though dulled by time, still lingered, a constant ache in his chest. They had met at the village well, a chance encounter that blossomed into a love story for the ages. Clara, with her infectious laugh and her kind heart, had captured his soul from the moment their eyes met. She had seen past his gruff exterior, recognizing the gentle soul that lay beneath. Their life together had been a simple one, filled with the quiet joys of shared meals, stolen kisses, and whispered secrets. They had found happiness in the everyday, their love a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. Then, with a suddenness that had left him reeling, she was gone. A fever, the village healer had said, shaking his head sadly. It had all happened so quickly, leaving Elias lost and adrift in a sea of grief. Section 4, Memories in Bloom, the garden, their garden. It had been their sanctuary, a place where they could escape the cares of the world and simply be. Clara had loved to tend to her flowers, her hands calloused but gentle, coaxing life from the earth. He could almost see her now, her face bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, her hair a cascade of golden sunlight. She would be laughing, her eyes sparkling with mischief as she teased him about his lack of gardening skills. They had planted roses together, their hands brushing as they worked the soil. Red for passion, she had whispered, her lips close to his ear, and white for purity. The memory of her touch, the scent of her perfume, the sound of her laughter. These were the ghosts that haunted him, both a torment and a treasure. Each spring, as the flowers began to bloom, he would tend to the garden with a bittersweet ache in his heart. It was his way of keeping her memory alive, a tribute to the love they had shared. Section 5. Dawn's Empty Embrace. Every morning, as the first rays of dawn pierced through the darkness, Elias would stand by the window in their bedroom, a silent observer to the awakening world. The village below would be stirring, the sounds of life slowly replacing the stillness of the night. But for Elias, there was only emptiness. The bed beside him remained cold, untouched. The scent of her lavender perfume, once a source of comfort, now served only as a cruel reminder of his loss. He would stand there for what felt like hours, lost in his grief, the world outside fading to insignificance. The rising sun, a symbol of hope and new beginnings, held no such promise for him. Each dawn was a painful reminder of another day without her. The silence of the room was deafening, broken only by the sound of his own ragged breathing. He longed to hear her voice, to feel her touch, to lose himself in the warmth of her embrace. But it was a futile longing, a cruel trick of his memory. Section 6. The Shadow of Absence. Clara's absence was a constant presence in his life, a shadow that followed him wherever he went. It permeated his work, his thoughts, his very being. In the silence of his workshop, he would hear her laughter echoing in the rafters. In the quiet solitude of his home, he would feel the phantom brush of her hand against his. He continued to craft his furniture, his skill undiminished. But the joy, the spark of inspiration that had once fueled his creativity, seemed to have deserted him. His work, though technically perfect, lacked the heart, the soul that had once set it apart. Yet in a way, his grief had become his muse. It infused his work with a depth of feeling, a raw emotion that resonated with those who encountered it. His furniture, once admired for its beauty, was now imbued with a poignant melancholy, a testament to the enduring power of love and loss. And so, Elias, the village carpenter, the artisan of wood, continued to live his life, his heart forever bound to the memory of the woman he had loved and lost. He carried his grief with a quiet dignity, a testament to the depth of his love and the enduring power of the human spirit.